Hey y'all, what's up? Bill here. Yeah. Well, this is probably one video that is either going to be really sad to some people, or kind of stupid, or what's the point, or no, you're just full of it now. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's basically with some couples, the big elephant in the room. And either if people are married or they're dating somebody with the whole memory thing, it can become complicated for both parties. It could be hard, you know, because what if the memories that someone has changes the person slightly, you know, or a whole bunch? You never know. And so the other half has to deal with that. And I'm not here giving people excuses at all to break up with somebody because they've changed or because they think they're crazy because of memories. That's just stupid to break up with them, because it basically gives you a second chance with that person to get to know them all over again. If you, that's what I recommend at least. But here is basically my problem at the moment. I've dated a few times since this whole thing started, but I wasn't in the same mind frame, I guess, and so it never really came up. It didn't last very long anyway to actually get to the point. But let's say here's a scenario, okay? I meet somebody, and we get to know each other at a restaurant. Get the whole family talk out of the way, and we get the whole hobbies thing out of the way, and then the question comes up, wow, what kind of movies do you like? And right then, because you're not sure yet if this person has these or those memories, you know? And you're like, oh man, you were hoping this bridge would come a little later than it did, you know? So you're sitting there thinking of every movie that may have not changed in your memory. So you're lucky you find a few that maybe she hasn't seen or heard of. You name like 5 or 6 that you know for sure that your memory can basically go with the old memory, or everybody else's memory, I guess. And then you ask her the same question, and then that's when the bridge starts bursting into flames, because she basically is gonna name at least 3 or 4 movies that you liked, but your memory of the movie and her memory of the movie could be different. Because let's say she asks you what's your favorite part of the movie, and your first thing you're gonna do is your throat is gonna go dry probably, and then you start cussing in your mind, going, oh, it's like you've got to take your memories that you have right now, and then try and remember what you've read about the way it is now, and hopefully you remember it correctly, because if you don't, then you're going to put your memory in there, and it's like, that didn't happen in there. What are you talking about? I think you're not remembering the movie right. It's like, yeah. So that's my problem. It's like, do I just try and find somebody with the same memories I have? Or does it really matter? Do I find somebody whose memories are with the people whose memories weren't changed, deleted, swiped? I don't know what you want to call it. It's there's no if you meet somebody, there's no way just to bring it up. There's no way of saying, "Hey, how many people was in JFK's car?" Or do you walk in a grocery store and you go to the cereal? It's like, do you remember what's in Fruit Loops? No, it's like, because if you start asking these questions and make a game out of it, even they're gonna think you're lost it or something. Even with couples today that have been together for years, and then one of them gets wakened up, whatever. What if the other couple, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, and wife, the whole time you're together, and maybe they'll accept it that your memories changed or whatever, and maybe they won't. So you're sitting back wondering if in the back of their minds they're thinking you're crazy the whole time. How long before it starts eating at you? So do I just stick and try and find a woman who has the same memories I do, somehow working it into a conversation? That's basically what I do now, kind of. If I meet somebody and I casually bring it up, hey, this is basically a game. My first question will always be, because you'll know right off the bat how many people were in JFK's car, and if they say, well, there was probably, most time people say 5 or 6, mostly 6, and then right then it's like, is that what you think, or is that what your memory tells me? It's like, oh, I remember there being 6 people in the car, and then you're like, because no matter what, either you're gonna make it, or you're subconsciously you're gonna make this face like, ah, crap. If you're talking about movies, let's say you don't get to that point yet, and you're watching a movie, right? Let's say Risky Business, and that scene that's supposed to be a white shirt and sunglasses comes on, and it comes on, and you're sitting there going, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't make a face, don't do nothing, just sit there. But subconsciously you're sitting there, and it comes on, and you're just like, this is crap. This is utter bullshit. And without knowing it, you just you say it out loud, and she's just looking at you going, what's the matter? It's like, nothing. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But you're sitting there, you're still making this face, you're still thinking utter crap. How are they supposed to handle that? It's like, do you really want to not know and then be in this relationship where sooner or later you're going to either say something or make a face or something, and they're going to notice it, and right off the bat, boom, can of worms, boom, worms, and you're sunk because you gotta now have to explain the Mandela effect to them. And then they're gonna think you're crazy probably, and hopefully, unless you actually find a person who accepts it and says, hey, it could have happened. And if you do, you're really lucky. I really haven't been in a relationship. I think I've been in like, let's say in the last year and, what is it, 8, 9 months now? 10 months? A year and 10 months. I've probably been in maybe, I wouldn't say a relationship. I've dated maybe like twice, and they really didn't last that long. But still, not long enough for it to come up. And I thought I was pretty lucky. But now it's like I'm not really worried about it. But still, I think, even though I'll seem crazy, I will bring it up somehow in a game type situation where I'll find out. And then I'm at the point, it's like, what if I really like this person and she has these memories and I have those memories, and then it's going to drive you nuts because you're thinking sooner or later, like I said, she's sooner or later it's going to put a wall between both of you. You're not going to meant it for it to happen, but some things you just can't help. And that's a big elephant in the room. I've been trying to figure out a way to get around that, and it's just basically the way I am that I don't think I would be able to. Because I would be sitting back, even though we're happy and everything's going good. But back in my mind, am I thinking that you think I'm crazy? And on the other hand, it's like I've been missing a lot of opportunities where, what if I meet the perfect person? But still, a lot of people is going through this, wondering what they're going to do, how they're going to get over this. Does it really matter to some people? Maybe it doesn't. Oh well, it's nothing. But to some people it matters. And I think, uh, just to me, it matters, I guess. Because I'd rather be with somebody who is somewhat in the same boat I am. If we're both walking through a Twilight Zone, I'd rather be with somebody who's going through it than be with somebody who I think may think I'm crazy, even though they accept it. There's still a part of me was thinking, and maybe they could be thinking that, yeah, this guy is probably losing it, because you could end up talking about it and bringing stuff up, and then pretty soon the other person is either going to get tired of it or think it's stupid, or you know what, I really don't want to hear about this anymore because it doesn't really interest me. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. It may not matter to anybody else, but still, it's something that you have to think about. What are you going to do when that situation pops up? It's explain the Mandela effect to somebody. You might be able to do it within 10 minutes, right? This is what happened. This is what people think. And this is what could have happened. All that, boom, boom, just see. All good. But then you see the look on their face, and you're thinking, crap. Yeah. It's like, who really wants to go through that, I know, I don't. Not really. Yeah, I'll be missing out on a lot of opportunities, probably with a lot of nice people, but like I said, I'd rather walk into the Twilight Zone with somebody who's going through it too. Basically, that's all there is. It's like I've been looking, but not looking. I really don't go anywhere except store once in a while here and to work. So I really don't meet people that often at all, really, except at work. And you don't really want to date somebody you work with, but if that's the only place you get to meet people at, well, then you don't really have a choice. That's just life. I know, probably most of you guys people think this is probably going to be a stupid video, but it's just something I had to get off my off my chest. You know? Just something small, huge elephant in the room kind of thing. Some of you will understand, some won't probably, but that's fine. You know, because it's all good. It's just me, the way I feel. The rest of you can have comments on there saying, well, you're just crazy. Just like, ignore it. Don't worry about it. If they accept it or not accept it. But I really don't want a thing in the back of my mind. I'd rather not at all. So, I think that's about it. I feel better now. A lot of people don't like it. That's fine. Some of you who are going through it understand what I'm talking about. And I hope the ones that are, that the other half understands or semi-accepts it. Or you get been together for so long they think you're crazy anyway and everything's all good. So, that's good. Well, I'll probably start looking more now because, I don't know, I think I'm ready to get back on the horse, I guess. I don't know. It's been a... If I could just find somebody in my age group. Alright. I shall leave you all alone. Just give you something to think about. Okay? Alright. I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.